starts now.
If up north at 4 is the moon, then I'm your rocket man. And I think it won't be a long, long time until we have some guests from Park Falls who are TikTok famous all through soap. We'll learn more about that soon. Then I'll sit down with an economics professor and talk about what's causing inflation right now. We'll get to all of that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. About 3 weeks ago, a small plane with 3 people inside crashed into a Northwood swamp, and it's left a mess. Here's the scene as of this past weekend. Immediately following the crash, REI Engineering worked on the hazardous material cleanup. This included soaking up airplane fuel, picking up debris, and removing some natural material like brush or logs. The cleanup will likely conclude this week, and all of this information comes from the U.S. Forest Service. The United States lost an iconic leader today. Colin Powell served 2 tours in Vietnam, rose to the rank of 4-star general, and became the nation's first black Secretary of State during George W. Bush's administration. Powell is also known for speaking to the UN, making the case to go to war with Iraq, with information that later proved to be false. He later expressed regret over that speech. Today, though, there was an outpouring of support from all political persuasions for Powell's service. Powell caught COVID-19, which exacerbated his battle with blood cancer. Aaron Rodgers isn't just a Super Bowl winning, record-breaking MVP quarterback. He also owns the Chicago Bears. Aaron Rodgers torched the Bears again yesterday, including this touchdown run where he tells the Bears fans what they already know: I still own you, and I've owned you my entire life. Well, it's true, isn't it? Rodgers is 22-4 against the Bears all time. With the win, the Packers sit at 5-1. They host the Washington football team next Sunday. By all accounts, the Rhinelander Hodags had a great football season. 8 wins and just 1 loss. But it wasn't good enough for a first-round playoff game at home. The Hodags enter the Division III tournament as a 5 seed. They're going to be traveling 3 hours south on Friday to take on 4th-seeded Baraboo. Baraboo lost 2 games, but they do play in a tougher conference than the Hodags. We're going to hear from head coach Aaron Kramer about the seeding on Newswatch 12 at 5. Meteorologist Andrew Keitgafer joins us now. Andrew, I finally had to do it. I turned on my heat today.
You did, and it got warm today. We had those temperatures near 70 degrees for today, Dan. We're at 70 right now, and Manitouwish waters under nothing but sunshine. So nice day today, and we'll follow that up with overnight staying pretty warm as well, down to about 42. Under mostly clear skies, a couple clouds tonight, but overall pretty clear out there, and there will be a light breeze coming out of the south near 5 to 10 miles an hour. Now getting into tomorrow, there will be even warmer temperatures, okay? I think that will be the warmest day of the forecast period, some even lower 70s to look forward to. After that, though, we have a cold front that's going to be sweeping across the Great Lakes region. That's going to be delivering us rain chances into Wednesday, and it will be cooling us off. So this pleasant weather is going to be pretty short-lived, and that is continuing into tomorrow. So look forward to that day of mostly sunny skies on deck. Temperatures near 70. We could have some of those lower 70s in the area. Still kind of that southwest breeze near 5 to 10, 15 miles an hour. At times, it'll be a little bit breezy. Not too bad, though. So just know that some wind gusts will get upwards of 15 miles an hour. And then coming up for the rest of our Tuesday into Wednesday will be those clouds on the increase as we look forward to those rain showers on Wednesday morning. And then that will start with those scattered rain showers becoming more widespread throughout the day. So this will be kind of just a dreary afternoon for our Wednesday. And then it's going to be cooler, looking for that high on Wednesday of only 56 after we hit that high of 70 for Tuesday. After that, we're not warming up. Nope, not at all. We're going to be staying in those upper 40s even to lower 50s for the rest of the week. So tomorrow, that's it. Really look forward to that 70. Enjoy tomorrow because we're cooler and staying cooler after that. Dan and I will have more for you after the break. Stick with us.
Maybe your bath is outdated or your shower is not as safe as you want it to be. And maybe you'd like to ask some questions from an installer. Well, today we're joined by Corey Gottlieb, a certified installer with Jacuzzi. He's also my son. Corey, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Dad.
This question's from Jesse. Corey, you've done a lot of showers in your life. How many shower remodeling projects have you done?
It's been about 6 years I've been doing the showers, a couple hundred a year, about 1,200 showers.
So over that time, you've seen a lot of shower and baths in people's homes. What are some of the most common reasons you see people updating their shower?
The biggest goal is to make it a safe shower for our moms and dads and grandparents. You know, they struggle to step over the tub, so we like to make it as safe as possible for them.
So you'll take out that bathtub and you'll do what?
And put in a brand new, easy step-in, low-profile shower.
Yeah, and what's really also nice is we can put grab bars wherever we need to, but I also really like the grab shelf by Jacuzzi because it's a functional grab shelf. It looks beautiful. People can put their soap on there, their loofahs on there, and it's also something they can hang on to.
Absolutely. We can place grab bars wherever they need them.
So seats are also a popular option for people. And why don't you talk about some of the seat options you've installed?
We offer a number of seats, fold-down teak seats or corner seats or bench seats. And we'll set that at the height of their comfort as well.
So you'll actually take the customer into their shower, you'll put the seat at the height that's perfect for them, and then you'll pair it with some really well-placed grab bars. People like that, don't they?
Yep, absolutely, and it's very important.
This is one of my favorite questions. Dana's asking, what are some of the oddest things you found behind a shower wall?
We find a lot of old beer cans, and I actually started a little collection going on. It's pretty neat to find some of those old time capsules, you might call them.
So you have a collection of the old beer cans you find behind showers?
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Thanks for joining us, Corey. Jacuzzi has some really exciting offers. Take a look.
Fall in love with your brand new jacuzzi shower or bath by Tunderland. For a limited time, get half off installation and one free luxurious functional grab shelf. Call 1-800-Tunderland or visit Tunderland.com today.
We're back up north at 4. We welcome Linda and Tara from Patchouli Garden all the way in Park Falls. Thanks for making the trip to Rhinelander, you guys.
Thank you.
And I just love this company. I've been to Patchouli Garden in Park Falls. It's a beautiful store. Just tell us a little bit about Patchouli Gardens, Tara.
Well, Patchouli Gardens, we create many bath and body products. Primarily soaps are a big hit right now, and candles, so we focus on candles. And yeah, we create our own blends and create our own products, and we put out, I think, 300 products we make.
And Andrew, did you know that we're talking to celebrities right now?
No, I did not. Celebrities.
Patchouli Garden has so many followers on the social media site TikTok. Let's take a look at one of the TikToks. This was made on Tara's account, and this is actually Linda's famous hands cutting the soap. How many views does this video have, Tara?
13.7 million.
Wow, 13.7 million.
Yeah.
Wow. Why? How do we have so much attention on this? What's
I don't
your
know.
secret?
I know soap cutting is very popular, and like people like watching it because it's relaxing. The sound's good, and I know we have a special way we cut our soap. So I just decided to one day throw a video on my TikTok. And then, yeah, it exploded, and I had to take down a lot of personal videos because of how big it's gotten. So, yeah.
Maybe I'll get there someday.
Can you describe that for someone? What's that sound if they haven't heard it before? Or
It's just a relaxing, like, because it glides through, and you can hear it cut the soft soap. So
And every once in a while, if you hit it just right, we use guitar wire to cut the soap, so you get a little ting every once in a while. So.
And the origin of this company, I think, is interesting as well. So, Tara, tell us about that.
yeah, so this company has been around actually 20 years. Linda Dayton was the original owner, and she started making these products. Soy candles was a big hit for her, and I was her employee. And Linda worked for her for 12 years. And back in December 2019, she was ready to kind of hang it up, and so I offered to buy the company, and I bought it back then, right before COVID hit. But it's been great. We have a great online presence. We sell on Amazon, Etsy, Walmart.com. We actually just became branded. We are officially trademarked. So our name is. So it's really like literally just this month. So that's been exciting.
Has it been everything you thought it would be, taking on a business and growing it to where you are now? What's that been like?
It's been terrifying, especially because it was the onset of COVID when everything kind of hit. But like, I have the best employees in the world. It's all women, and they're wonderful women. They're such hardworking, and really, I would not be here without them. And yeah, it's more. It's way more than I thought.
And I just think the use of social media is so savvy by you and your company. Tell us how that has evolved. Are you doing mostly online sales?
Yeah, mostly online sales. I would say that's about 75–80% of our business.
Easily, yes.
Yeah, and like social media is free, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. I mean, as a company where we are in a little town in northern Wisconsin, it was just, to be online, we really have to have a presence. So like just pushing ourselves on social media was like we had to do it. It's free. It's something in our hands that we can do there that day. So it's a wonderful tool, and I think more people should use it.
So where are your sales? Where do you see most coming from?
Amazon is really exploding right now. We just, because we're a brand now, we can have a store on Amazon. We just created our store on Amazon, and now we can participate in like Prime Day and things like that. So that's been exploding just in the last few months. And then obviously our website. Walmart's a little slower, and Etsy was brand new to us, so that's a little slower. But yeah, definitely Amazon.
Awesome.
And do people come into your store and like, hey, I just learned about you guys? That
Yeah,
sort of
From
thing?
you.
Yeah. We started doing the commercials with you guys, and then obviously the show now we're getting a lot more. It's been neat because I at least get one person a week that comes in from Tomahawk or Eagle River, and that's
Wow.
really cool.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah.
let's learn more about your products after the break. In a few minutes, we're going to come back. We're going to hear more about what Patchouli Garden has to offer.
Welcome to today's Elite Money Minute with the Elite Advisor Team.
Oh, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I won't do it. Oh, Mike, what's that smell? What are you eating? Nikki is making me eat Brussels sprouts. She says it's good for me. But look at this thing. How can I eat it? I don't think anyone should force me to do something I don't want to.
Do you know Uncle Sam forces you to take money from your IRAs after the age of 72? Even if you don't need it or want it. They call it required minimum distributions. It can create a tax nightmare.
To make sure your RMDs don't create a tax nightmare, call our office at 1-800-469-2040 or visit us on the website at retireidea.com, where you can access our personal calendars to set up a time that works best for you. Hey guys, let's get out of here and go get some steak. Great idea.
For more information on this topic or other retirement ideas and information, visit our website at retireidea.com.
Fall into savings and get 11% off everything right now at Menards. Spruce up your home with appliances from top brands including Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Criterion. Check out the largest in-stock selection to take home today at the lowest prices. Upgrade to new energy-efficient appliances and save 11% on all of them. Save big money and get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Saturday, October 23rd, the Wisconsin Department of Justice will be holding a free prescription drug take-back event. If you have unused or unwanted medications, ointments, patches, non-aerosol sprays, inhalers, vials, or pet medication, clean out your medicine cabinets. Don't let your old prescription fall into the wrong hands by disposing of unused or unwanted medications properly. For more information on locations and accepted items, go to doseofrealitywisconsin.gov. This information is brought to you by the Human Service Center of Forest, Vilas, and Oneida County.
We're back with Tara and Linda from Patchouli Garden. We have some video here of the storefront in Park Falls, beautiful store. So Tara, Linda, tell me about some of the other products stocked. Candles, soap, what else do you have?
Yeah, so we have a newer product that we make. It's beard oil. It's very popular, especially being in northern Wisconsin. No Shave November. This has been popular, and it's good because it's full of vitamin E and it's got a lot of moisturizing benefits. So we have a lot of guys that like that. And then we also have this is a newer candle. We make this blend. It's called Northern Wisconsin Getaway, and it's just a soy candle. And then we have soap.
My soaps, or listen to me, my soap, our soaps.
Oh yeah, it says Linda on the
Yes.
They're all veggie based. Some of them have botanicals. For instance, our lavender patchouli soap has lavender buds.
The peppermint.
Our peppermint has peppermint leaves. We have sage and citrus that has sage. We have lemongrass and coconut, which has lemongrass. And they're all very hydrating. They have a luxurious lather to them, and they smell fabulous.
Yeah.
And you designed these fragrances, right, Linda?
We customize our own fragrances, yep.
Yeah.
So when people come into the store versus buying online, can you talk about that experience a little bit? What are you kind of missing out on by not coming into the store and being able to kind of smell and sample?
The smell, that's the first thing.
Everybody that comes in the store, they want to duplicate the smell. That I want what the store smells like.
Which is funny, we make everything there, so we are constantly cooking things in the back. Our incense take about 2 weeks to make, so we have constantly incense drying back there. And soaps take 2 to 3 weeks to cure. And then our candles are like, so we do have our chaos candle, and this, we always tell people if you want something that's close to the store, buy our chaos candle, because every layer is a different scent.
Oh.
So you kind of get that store smell.
Yeah, and we carry over 120 different fragrances in our store.
In our store, yeah.
Well, this is a good time to maybe buy your gifts early. We've heard about, you know, shipping delays and like that. So anything else you guys want to mention?
No, just thank you guys for having us on the show.
Yeah, of course. And I can't mention a better group of people to buy from. I've been to the store. They are wonderfully nice. So thank you, Linda, and thank you, Tara, for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, we'll be right back after the break. I'm going to talk to an economics professor about inflation. That'll be in just a few minutes.
Jayak Eja Danak Mugzuk Meow, the place where everybody plays.
The Forest County Potawatomi presents a new 120,000 square foot community center in Crandon. A place for everyone to play, exercise, and have fun at an affordable price. Come in and experience the culture and endless opportunities available at the Forest County Potawatomi Community Center. For more information, please visit community.fcpotawatomi.com.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside, but if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on inside. It's true, with diabetic retinopathy, excess sugar can damage blood vessels, causing vision loss or even blindness. So remember this, now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is important to your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Visit nowic.com and take control of your sight.
The new LDF Country Market in Lac du Flambeau offers families the freshest meats, produce, bakery, and groceries. Take a closer look and you'll find a smoke shop, beer cave, deli, and liquor all under one roof, with convenient fueling stations just outside. Add Native American arts and crafts and you'll enjoy a unique, spacious shopping experience found nowhere else. Shop the new LDF Country Market today. Get what you need so you can get back to what you enjoy.
We're back on Up North at 4. I am now joined by Dr. Kevin Barr. He is a professor of economics and business at UW-Stevens Point. We've spoken before. Kevin, how are you doing?
Pretty good, Dan. How about you?
I'm doing well. Something that's in the headlines nowadays is inflation and how that's affecting the economy, who's to blame for that, if there's blame to go around at all. So let's talk about that. I just want to start by laying the foundation. Let's make sure we understand the basic terms here. What is inflation?
Inflation is basically the rate of change for prices. More specifically, it's the increase in prices. Typically, the inflation, if you went back over the last 3 or 4 decades, inflation has typically been about 2 to 3% annually, and lately we've been bumping up a little bit over 5%.
So that's what I'll mention next. We're around 5%. I just read that's like a 13-year high. What does that mean? Is that bad for the average U.S. citizen?
Well, it's obviously not good, but there's just a lot of unusual things going on in the economy right now that historically really haven't happened. Normally when inflation occurs, it's either because of the demand side for products, strong demand, increases prices, or supply side. If something increases prices on the supply side, for example, if fuel costs really increased, that was a big deal back in the 1970s, prices go up. Well, right now, it's a combination of supply side issues and demand. And that historically really hasn't happened very much in the United States.
So let's peel back the onion one more layer here. What are those demand and supply side issues that you mentioned?
On the demand side, you've had a lot of pent-up demand in the United States and really throughout the world as the United States and the world starts to come back from COVID. So pretty much economies were very significantly negatively impacted in 2020. And then in 2021, things start coming back, and it's a demand for a variety of products and services. Employment rate's gone down, more people are working, so you've got more money that can be spent. Pent up demand for certainly things in the leisure industry, like bikes. I think bikes is probably a pretty good example on kind of what's been going on. On the one hand, a lot more people have gotten into cycling with COVID as a way to kind of get outside and do something. On the other hand, you've had supply issues in getting bikes from Southeast Asia. COVID rates throughout the world aren't always that high. In Vietnam, the COVID vaccination rate is basically less than 20% for people that are fully vaccinated. So that still creates supply issues. So when you have supply issues combined with demand, that's a problem. And fuel costs as well, as economies have recovered, fuel costs have increased significantly. Oil prices have gone up over fourfold. They were about $16 a barrel back in April 2020. Now they're over $70 a barrel. And you affect shipping costs in the United States and in the world, and that pretty much affects just about every product that has to be shipped. So you get that add-on cost, add-on fuel cost for just about every product out there. Whether it's food or imports from Southeast Asia, it's going to cost more.
Wow, it's all kind of connected in this really complex way that we really have just scratched the surface of. And I like how you bring up the fuel prices, the gas prices. You know, people all over the country, they feel the gas prices being higher, and a lot of it comes down to supply and demand is what you're saying.
Yeah, and even on the supply side, there's a lot of stuff going on the supply side. We've got infrastructure issues, and we've got in some areas basically labor shortages. I think you have there's a shortage of truck drivers. So we have stuff that was able to be shipped to the United States hasn't been able to be unloaded off the coast of California. So you get into this pent up demand, which creates a large inflow of products all of a sudden that wasn't there a year ago. And then you don't have the infrastructure in place to basically move the products where the products are wanted or needed. So you have a lot of things going on right now that it's just a collage of factors. There's not one particular factor that's driving inflation on the demand side. There's not one particular factor that's kind of screwing up the supply chain. It's just a myriad of factors all coming together. And that has contributed to, in some cases, a shortage of products, and in some cases, an increase in prices.
So you said earlier our inflation rate is usually around 2-3%. Right now it's around 5%. What's your projection going forward? Do you anticipate the inflation rate to go down?
Well, I'll tell you how the financial markets look at it. I think the financial markets are kind of a pretty good thing to look at, because you can take there's no partisan politics for the most part in the financial markets. So they give you a pretty good, hey, this is what's going on. This is what we expect to happen. Long-term bond rates are still only around 2%. So generally speaking, when prices go up, you will see long-term interest rates go up, because nobody's going to be making an investment in a long-term security, a long-term financial instrument that has a very low interest rate if they think inflation is going to go up, because your purchasing power would basically be eroded. So what the financial markets are basically saying is that this hopefully will be kind of a short-term blip. Inflation caused by this pent-up demand on the demand side and some of the supply issues. And by kind of short-term, you're probably still going to see these effects, I think, over the next year or so. But eventually, the financial markets are saying that things should come back to kind of historically the way things have been. So, near-term issues, but hopefully long-term, the financial markets are saying, no, you're not going to have long-term inflation of 5 to 6% for any prolonged period of time.
Right now, Democrats in Congress and the White House, many of them want to spend money on an infrastructure package as well as another package, a reconciliation package. How could that affect inflation?
Part of the answer to that would be how it's funded. who knows how this is going to work out in terms of politically. But if, for example, if you would raise corporate income taxes, then it's basically sort of like a reallocation from what companies would have spent money on to the United States government spending money on. If it would be fully funded by simply borrowing, that would increase the pressure on inflation, because then you would be adding to the demand for products in the economy. So part of the answer, a pretty significant part of that answer really, is how this thing would be funded eventually.
Yeah, and they're still negotiating that. So
we're still negotiating that.
All right, Dr. Bard, thanks so much for joining me and telling us more about inflation and how it's affecting the U.S. economy right now.
Thank you very much, Dan.
We'll be right back after the break.
There are never enough hours in the day. I'm always making trade-offs, sacrifices. But I'll keep going. Even when it feels like there's no way I can do it all, I won't give up. I'm doing this for me and for them. We're doing this together. North Central Technical College's virtual college, flexible learning, because our time is precious.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
At PC Mobile, we're here to help. Ready to purchase a new computer, tablet, or phone? Or do you need to get your current machine up and running? Diagnose, repair, upgrade, or replace, we can help. PC Mobile, your electronics experts in downtown Woodruff.
When the owners of Kelk Land Improvement and Kelk Septic Service of Woodruff want the forecast for the Northwoods, they go to WJFW.com and check their hometown weather.
Available 24/7 at WJFW.com.
Play your way. Dine your way. Stay your way. Ho-Chunk Gaming Wittenberg. Win your way.
So I told you this at the beginning of the show, Andrew. I turned on my heat in my apartment for the first time. Is that going to be a recurring thing, you think, going forward?
I think so, Dan, but don't be misled by the next couple of days because it's going to be warm out. So I don't think you'll need that heater so much for the next day or two, but colder temperatures are on the way after we have that 70 high tomorrow. So I'd say enjoy tomorrow, give that heater a break, but then you'll be using it later on.
Okay, we'll have more from Andrew at 5 and 6. We'll see you then. Thanks for joining us.